All right. Welcome. Listen, if you're fired up, drop some fire emojis or 777s in the chat right now. We got Dr. Kathy Kirkland in the house. Let's show her your energy. Let's go. Guys, listen, we're going to max out this call. I want all active traders on this call right now. Let your customers know there's only 50 spots left, and we're going to max this out. It's only 9:30. We're going to max this out. Get your people on this call. Blow up Telegram. Spam your people. Spam Telegram. They do not want to miss this call. Let's go. TFT in the house, what's up? Apologies, guys. I've had my system blasting, getting energy up, and I forgot that sometimes Zoom mutes it. We got some music, though. Let's go. Let's blow up them Telegram chats. Let's message our active customers directly. Let's go. We're starting in 3 minutes. Let's go. All right, guys, we're going to start in about 60 seconds. 60 seconds. Let us know what city, what state, what country you're checking in from. Guys, let's give one more push. Let's get this thing to 100 and we're going to get started. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and get this thing started. Welcome, welcome, everybody. I am excited to be here with you tonight. This is your boy, Steve Max, a.k.a. Max the Mentor. Man, I know you guys are excited. Let's not blow up the chats yet because I want to see what cities, what states, what countries we have here. Let's go, let's go. Let's go. Arkansas, what's up? Welcome, Arkansas. Team TFT, welcome. Next Level, welcome. Fort Lauderdale, welcome. Hey, guys, drop your teams in the chats also. Louisville, welcome. West Palm, New Jersey, Delray, Florida, Washington, D.C., let's go. New York, let's go. Hollywood, not Cali, but Florida. Welcome, Hollywood, Florida. Let's go. Los Angeles, LA in the house. Maryland, Alabama, Nashville, stand up. Delaware, the 302, my home city where I was raised. Let's go. Call's about to max out. New Jersey in the house. Washington in the house. Maryland in the house. Atlanta, let's go. North Carolina, TFT, Maryland, Chicago, Revo, Denver. Let's go. Let's go. Naples, Florida. Welcome. What's up, Walter? Fort Wayne, Indiana. That's a first. Welcome. Toronto, TMF. Let's go. Emmy, what's up? Links Trading. Let's get it. Next Level. Let's get it. Worldwide, Compton, Cali. Let's go. Hey, if you're ready to receive from tonight's webinar, drop a 222 in the chat. Let's go. Let's go. Sheesh. I am fired up. Guys, I am super excited. I think this is one of the most energetic, most exciting trainings I've ever been a part of. And to know that Dr. Kathy Kirkland is here with us tonight it's an honor. I've seen Kathy Kirkland since I joined this platform 2.5 years ago, and it's such an amazing honor for what's about to happen, guys. We've got 5 more spots. If you know anybody that should be on here, be ready. Guys, I like to start off with some current events, and then I'm going to say a few words before we pass it on to Dr. Kathy. But a couple of things, guys. Number one, tonight at midnight Eastern, we're going to have a live trading session where we just hang out, check out the products, see if some signals come in from EC11, Gold Cup, Harmonic Scanner at midnight. So if you guys are excited about Midnight Madness, right? Let me hear you. Let me see you drop some 777s if you guys are excited for Midnight Madness. That's going to be tonight at midnight and tomorrow at midnight Eastern time. All right. So that's in about 2 hours from now. Also, tomorrow night at 9:30 p.m. Eastern, we're going to be bringing you guys Trading Basics. And listen, Trading Basics, guys, is for you guys that are new in the last 90 days to be able to come on board and get your questions answered. And listen, we do that as a value-adding training for you, right? We want to help you guys get to that next level. And listen, we do these Trading Basics calls so you can come in and get your questions answered. Guys, we just hit 100 active subscribers on this call. Drop the number 100 in the chat right now. We are fully loaded. We are maxed out. That's it. Whoever's late is not making it in. We're sorry, but you're not going to be able to be a part of the energy. And that's why, guys, it pays to be early. Trading Basics tomorrow at 9:30 p.m. Eastern. Now, here's something special for all of you who are 2 and free or Platinum 150. If you're above Platinum 150, P600, this doesn't include you right now. And if you're not 2 and free, this doesn't include you. But you're going to have until the weekend to qualify for this training. So if you guys want to get a free subscription, or if you guys want to go P150, do that before the weekend, because on Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to have a Platinum 150 call. You have to be a Platinum 150. I'm also allowing 2 and frees to get on this. And I'm going to do a special training for you guys if you guys are open to the marketing side and wanting to learn about that. All right, let's get it. Guys, I'm excited. We're in a special moment in our team's history. And I like to start off with mindset because, listen, to be a successful trader, you got to have your mind right. You got to have your spirit right. You got to have your energy right. You got to have your belief high, your expectation high. Because I'm sure Kathy will tell you, and any successful trader will tell you, that if your mind ain't right, your trading will not be right either. And I wanted to talk about this concept. Write this down. Life is 5% what happens to you, 95% how you react to it. Life is 5% what happens to you, 95% how you react to it. And listen, you know what the vast majority of people do? I mean, you can see this on the news. You can see this on social media. Most people are controlled by the 5%. Would I be right on that? Most people are mentally controlled by what's happening around them that's out of their control. Guys, you got to be listening to Bob Proctor. It's included in your subscription on Go Live every Thursday at 4 p.m. There's a new Mindset Academy, mindset mentoring that happens. He said, someone asked Bob Proctor, what do you think about all the situation happening? He was talking mostly about COVID-19. And Bob Proctor said, when they asked him, what do you think about it? He said, well, I really don't think about it. Kind of crazy, right? But here's what he said. He said, I don't spend my energy on things I cannot control. Why is it that most of us, and this is just life, things happen and we let the 5% become the 95%. We let our situation control our expectation. We let our situation control how we feel. We let our situation control our emotional state and how we react. But what if we flipped it? You know, what if when things happen to us, we understood, hey, I'm still in control. Hey, I can still, come out with a positive outcome from this. What if we took that little switch and didn't react like that? Now, why is this important to you that want to trade or you that want to market this business or do both? Listen, you want to be a successful trader. Do you know that you're going to take losses? Have you come to an understanding? Listen, I want all of you guys that are newer traders and even some of my experienced traders, if you've never listened to it, listen to Trading in the Zone. There's a powerful, powerful audio book. You can get it on audible.com or you can even get it for free on YouTube. Trading in the Zone is super powerful. When you start understanding how good traders think, understand you're not in control of the market. See, when you start trading, you want to learn how to be right. You want to learn how to anticipate the move and know where it's going to go. What if I told you you can never know where it's going to go? You can only increase your probabilities by learning technical analysis and learning a strategy. And then you're going to get closer. And then if you got a good strategy, like London Payout right now, they're doing buy stops and sell stops. And so whichever way the market goes, same thing with Price Trap, whichever way the market goes, you're just going with it. What if we did life like that? What if we did that with marketing? Somebody didn't get started. So what? They weren't meant to. I'd rather have somebody not start in my organization than the wrong person start and be a headache. Have you ever thought of that? Hey, better to not have gotten in that relationship you really wanted than get into one and it's a pain in the butt and you end up hating life. Sometimes bad things happen for good reasons. And we have to understand life is 5% what happens to us, 95% how we react to it. And this is going to help you in trading and it's going to help you in marketing. Many of you guys saw me post about the Canadian tour that was supposed to start. Guys, I'm supposed to be in Canada right now. And if you guys know, this is my home here in Miami. I bought the plane ticket. We rented out the Airbnb. We've got close to 20 something people in that Airbnb right now. And guess what, guys? I had my paperwork signed from Jason Brown. The US government and Canadian government have an agreement that business can still travel from one country to the other. American Airlines let me through on a plane. I flew on 2 planes for about 10 hours. I got to Canada, landed in Toronto, excited to see our Canadian fam. They were excited to see me. And you know what happened? Immigration didn't let me through. I got through customs. I got through this customs lady and I got through immigration and the guy was a jerk. And the guy, he was annoyed that I was even there and he just didn't let me in. Didn't matter I had documents. Didn't matter if I had a passport. Didn't matter if I was US citizen. Nothing mattered to him. He said I couldn't get in because COVID-19 and they were blocked and they didn't consider me essential, even though they're supposed to let me in for business. Now, how would you react in that situation? Would you give up? Would you, and listen, I felt bad. I felt sad. I felt emotional. I know that our friends and our traders wanted to see me, but guess what? I had to control how I reacted to the situation. It hurt. It was a loss. I paid for a ticket. People are expecting me. We have an Airbnb meeting set up, and I can't make it through the darn immigration. What do I do as a leader? Do I let it destroy me? Do I let it break me down? No, this is not a time to break down. You see, write this down. When bad things happen, some people break down and some people break records. Now, what I want to know is, are you a break record type of person or are you the type to break down? That's what I want to know. If you're getting value from this, drop a 777. I want to know, because you can react two different ways. When you blow a trading account, are you going to give up, or do you understand this can make you a millionaire? When you're coming up to your bill date and you got to pay for your products, are you going to figure out a way to continue with your subscription, or are you going to run away and say, man, I can't pay for it, and you're going to quit? You see, you got to find a way to keep going. You got to find a way to make it, because if you stick and stay, you'll get paid. How did I react? And then I'm going to pass it to Dr. Kathy. I get blocked from immigration. I got hurt. It affected me. I had to refresh my mind, rethink. I talked to our Platinum 2000 out in Canada, Tommy, who's about to be Platinum 5000. And I said, Tommy, we can't let this stop us. You're going to run the Airbnb without me. We're going to do a call and cast vision for our team. And we're going to do what we came here to do. Because sometimes, and I believe there's a very spiritual enemy out there, he's showing up to stop you. But let me tell you, my friend, there's a reason why you're here. There's a reason why you're listening to this. Today, I don't want you to ever give up when things get hard. I want you to press on. I don't want you to react to the negativity with negativity. I want you to react to the negativity with positivity. Find a solution. Be solution oriented. Always believe the best. Always push forward for the best. Always walk in faith, and always be ready to go to that next level. My friends, if you're ready to break records, if you're willing to fight until you become a successful trader, if you're willing to fight until you become a successful marketer, if that's what you choose to do, I want you to write in the chat, in the chat right now, I am a champion. Just like that. I am a champion. Champions don't give up when it's hard. Courage is not the absence of fear, it's what you do in the midst of it. Becoming a successful trader means you blew an account, but you learned, and then you adjusted and you made it happen. You learned a new strategy. You see, you're just one strategy away from being a successful trader. You're just a slight adjustment to your trading plan to become a successful trader. But most people don't make it because the losses knock them out, because the emotions knock them out. Don't you let that be you. Guys, we had a person, and this is a private call, had a guy in Canada make $7,000 last week trading. In the I Am a Trader chat, our Colorado team, $15,000 last week trading. This thing freaking works, but you got to make it work for you, and you got to be patient until it happens. Guys, hey, listen, if you've gotten value from my portion, I don't want to take no more time. Drop a 222 in the chat if you've gotten value from this at all. My friends, I want to bring up a legend in the game. You know, this lady is crushing it. You know, she's the one of the creators, or she's the creator of the EC11 strategy, who, from what I've heard, has created a lot of successful traders. She's on Go Live, so I believe she already has, she'll talk to you about it. She already has sessions on your Go Live, on your regular Forex. But they also have London Payout. If you guys remember meeting Kevin Serrano a few weeks ago, you know, she runs London Payout. They're dropping heavy signals every day, guys. And so I said, hey, look, man, when Kevin said we could get Kathy here, I was shocked. I said, man, I'm so honored by her being here. You know, we're of one spirit, one mind, guys, and we just really want to impact lives together. So guys, do me a favor. I don't care what you drop in the chat, but I want you to make some noise. I want you to say how grateful you are. And thank you, Dr. Kathy, for being with us tonight. Kathy, you're muted right now, but I made you host, so that should help. Just, there we go.
Okay, there we go. Okay, thank you so much, Steve. You had me all hyped. I'm all ready to sign up all over again. I was like, you don't need me on here. I'm loving this mindset. Thank you so much for taking the time out and having me on tonight with your team. I'm so happy and grateful to be here. You guys, you have a gold mine and don't even realize that you have it. I'm gonna give you a little bit of my story, and I'm gonna tell you, if I can make it, you guys can make it. So for those that don't know me, my name is Dr. Kathy Kirkland. I live here in Killeen, Texas. I'm a co-pastor of the church, a co-pastor alongside my husband, Dr. Mark Kirkland. And I've been evangelizing we've been pastoring for almost 11 years this August. I've been evangelizing for over right at 30 years. And when this opportunity was first introduced to me back in 2006 by a good friend of mine, Colonel Smith, because we're ex-military, I dismissed it. And I missed my whole season, and I struggled for 10 years. I used to be a real estate agent, and when the real estate market crashed, my whole world crashed right along with it. I had 4 kids in college, a 4-year-old, and a husband who just retired out of the military, and we were living off a half a check. When my 401k crashed, I had worked from age 19 to mid-40s. I only had $2,000 left. So the saying is true when Warren Buffett said, if you don't learn how to make money in your sleep, you will work until you die. And I didn't have another 20 years in me. That became reality real quick. I was first introduced to this. Oh, London, Ontario, I love you too. I was first introduced to this by my chairman, Dr. Jewel Chankert. And, we were good friends. And she called and she was like, hey, I'm flying down to Dallas. I'm going to an event where you can actually learn how to trade Forex and you can earn money while you learn. It's sort of like going back to school. When I tell anybody, I have 4 degrees and I don't work in none of them. I went to school. I was taught to go to school and get a good job, buy a house, take a few vacations, and save your money. And that was the highlight of life at that point. And so I went to school to get a good job. I kept going back so I could get a good job. It did not make me rich. It did not make me wealthy. It made me comfortable. But I went to school debt-free, and when I came out, I owed the government. So you're a part of I Am Master Academy, where you can come in with nothing and walk away with a whole lot. So when I went down there, I heard the testimonies, and Lawrence and Tamara Young was the leaders over us at the time, and she was like, get on stage, and I'm listening to these millennials talk because I couldn't even afford a meal plan. I'm telling you where I come from so that you'll know that it's possible and it's able for you to do the same thing. I couldn't afford to feed my kids. They were away in college. It wasn't their fault that I didn't plan for a recession when it happened. Now, I know this is a private call, so I'm going to speak freely. Steve already gave me the okay that I can. And so when I had my kids befriending people at the restaurants, local restaurants, so that they wouldn't throw away the food, that they would give it to them, and had them having house parties, and you bring the hot dogs, you bring the chips, and the rule was everybody left all the food there so that they can get through the weekend. Had my sons going to the hotels, befriending the maids so that they can get body wash to wash up with. I lost my property management company. I lost all my rental property. And the house that I'm staying in now, I had a padlock on the door. And my car was getting ready to be repossessed. Now, I hid my car because I was trying to help God work this thing out because I had a Mercedes and I just was not going to give it up. And so I was there and I'm listening to the testimonies. Austin Gazi was one of them. And he was talking about how he made $100,000 in a month. Spiegel was another where she said she made like $70,000 in 2 days. And then one guy got on stage talking about how he made $450,000 in 90 days. And me and Dr. Jewel was looking at each other saying, we need to get our life together. So I was so excited because I had switched circles and I was surrounded by millionaires, multimillionaires, and a billionaire, which was the owner of the company. And so sometimes you have to stop doing what you're doing, expecting a different results. Remember I said my job made me comfortable. So sometimes you got to get uncomfortable in order to get the results that you're looking for. So I came back home to my circle of friends. And they were all broke, busted, and disgusted like I was. So I'm telling them, hey, this is what I heard of, this is what I saw, and blah, blah, blah. I'm so excited. I sounded like Steve when I came home. And I'm like, hey, we got to do this, blah, blah, blah. And so the first thing out of their mouth was, this is a scam. I was so disappointed in everything. They had talked down so much on what I was doing and was saying, you need to get a job, such and such is hiring. You need to go back to contracting with, with the military and all that stuff. And I was like, I don't have another 20 years to give. I refuse to give up my life for another 20 years for half a check. So I came home and I began to pray about it. And I was like, God, I need you to let me know if this is real. I don't have time for another scam. I have no money to waste. I have little to invest. I need to know if this is real or not. And so, and I went through the whole spell. I'm crying and carrying on. I can't feed my kids. My car about to be repossessed. I'm saying all these things. And those that know the power of prayer, God don't talk much. All he said was Ecclesiastes 11:1. David, when I found out, I hopped up, I grabbed that Bible, I pulled it up, I looked up Ecclesiastes 11:1. It was the Good News Translation. And just paraphrasing the whole chapter 11, it says, it's good to enter into foreign trade because you never know what bad luck this world is going to give you, and that you need a minimum of 7 streams of income in order to survive. I couldn't even finish reading all the scripture. I hopped up and I was all in because I said, I knew then that this was not a scam, that this was written, and that I was in a man-made company with a God-written skill set. I couldn't lose. So I was all in. And then, then I started acting like Gideon. I was like, okay, give me another sign. Let me make sure this is right. You know how you do. It's just too good to be true. Let me make sure this is right. Brenda, I was like, please, please. So he gave me Matthew 25. So I started reading Matthew 25 where it talks about the talents. He gave one 10, he gave one 5, and he gave one 1. So the one that he gave 10 talents to, he came back for the increase, which was the tithe. And so he came back for the increase, and the one had 10, doubled his, and he said, well done. And then he entered into partnership with him. Now, who wouldn't want to be in partnership with God? So the one who had 5, he did the same thing. He said, well done, and he entered into partnership with him. There's one. There's always one among you. Okay, how every family got that one person, or that family got that one uncle, that family got that one aunt. He was that one. And he said in the last verse of 25, 27, between 25 and 27, he said, I knew that you would come back reaping where you have not sown, and that you were a hard taskmaster, which was a lie, because God gave seed to them to sow. Genesis 22 talks about how he gives seed to the sower. He took it and he hid it and he buried it. Now, this is where we come in at. We were taught to go to school, get a good job, buy a house, and take a few vacations and save some money for a rainy day. We would take our money and put it in the bank and let it sit there. But it didn't make any money off of it. You can put money in the bank now, go back a year later, and you may make about $18. If that. So the latter part of verse 27, this was my second confirmation. God told him, if you had gave my money to the exchangers, I could have came back for my reward. So God didn't, when I saw that, and I was like, now, if Solomon was the richest man that ever lived and the wisest man that ever walked this earth, and he said it was good to enter into foreign trade, then God comes back and he tells those 3 that, and especially that last one, you should have gave my money to the exchangers. Win or lose, I was all in. Now, I get a lot of flack, I used to, about, okay, you're a pastor, you're a preacher, you should not be going around telling people about money. Now, I'm not telling you to love money. I'm telling you that money answers it all. The latter part of Ecclesiastes 10 talks about that. So I tell people now that, well, just call me Paul then, because in 1 Thessalonians 2:9, Paul said in the Amplified version, I practiced in my trades daily so that I would not be a financial burden unto the people, so that they were free to receive the gospel. And then, so, in order for me to witness to people that don't believe in the Bible or anything like that, God gave me, he just said, Google it. So I Googled it. So y'all Google it. Forex has been around since 4 AD. It has been profitable for 2016 years. It has never closed its doors. It has never laid anybody off. It has never missed a check. It is the only thing that I know of that is economically proof of every economic crisis that this world has had since the very first recession, when Joseph had the 7 years of lean and the 7 years of plenty. And it is a $6.6 trillion a day. Guys, when I started, all I wanted to do was go to the grocery store and not have to add up my bill. That's all I wanted to do. And so I got in the market. I was so excited. I only had $40. I had $40. I put it in the market, and I believe it was Christopher Derrick or Mike Miles. Those were the only 2 educators helping Christopher Terry out during that time. And I got on with them. I did not know what I was looking at. because I kept reading the scripture back. I was like, God, you didn't say I had to learn how to read the charts. You just said it was good to enter into foreign trade. So I'm going to put my money in here, and whoever these guys are, I'm going to need you to pray over them, cover them in your blood, and make sure they call out the right trade, because I ain't got for $40, and I don't want to be up here gambling. And you said it's good to enter into foreign trade. So they called out a trade. Time I hit blue, I took profit. You know, it was like 50 cents. So I took the profit. But you can tell me I was not rich when I first saw that blue symbol. And then so I said, okay, I'm going to do 10 pips at a time because I can't lose this money. And I knew how to compound my money. So, you know, just like Albert Einstein, he said compound interest is like the eighth wonder of the world. So every time I got in for 10 pips, I would increase the lot size. I kid you not, in 1 hour, that hour that I was on with them, my $40 turned into $500 in 1 hour. I was a believer at that point. And then I remember that when I was in Dallas, Presbyterian said that he gets on at 1 o'clock at night because he said the banks trade your money from midnight to 5 a.m. every morning, and they make $1 trillion a day. So he likes to trade in the middle of the night. So I got up at 1 o'clock. I was so impressed with him. I got up with him. I still did not know what I was looking at. I kept doing what they said, do copy and paste. And I got on that night, and he only stayed on for an hour. And he said, hopefully we'll wake up and profit. And I'll see you at the New York session. So I got on with him. I put the trades in. I couldn't sleep. I was sleeping with the phones by me. You know, I kept waking up looking at it. I saw red. I started praying and pleading the blood of Jesus, all of the above. And so I woke up at 6 o'clock that morning, and I had $1,000. I took that $1,000. I divided it up into 7 different accounts because Solomon said you needed 7 streams of income. He didn't say nothing about 7 jobs. And I labeled one to pay, get my house out of foreclosure, get my car to repossession, pay off credit cards, you know, do this. And I was no longer going to be a real estate agent. I was going to flip houses. And I wanted an oil well because Dr. Jewel had an oil well because, you know, that's what rich people do. And so I wanted an oil well, and I bought gold and silver, and I purchased 27 acres of land for our church. So this was about, I want to say June, July. I started in April when I really started making some really good money. In August, I paid off my Mercedes CLS 500. I still got it to this day because I told God if he blessed me to get this, I would stay in the same house until he said I could move. And I will keep that same car. Now, of course, I bought other cars, but I still got that car. And I paid that off in August. I paid off all my credit card bills. All of these things are on Facebook. And in October, I purchased a real estate tax lien property in Lawrenceville, Georgia, in Atlanta, for $5,000. It was a 6-bedroom, 3-story corner lot in a gated community with a walkout basement for $5,000. I put $10,000 into it. I sold it for $275,000. I purchased 27 acres of land. I own shares in an API oil company, and I own shares in. I have shares in the oil well. This is my contract. I keep it with me all the time. This is the oil company that I invested in. I have shares on the board, and I purchased 27 acres of land. My $40 in a matter of 8 months turned into $1.3 million. That ain't nothing compared to what people are doing right now. It took me 8 months. Well, really from April to December, about 8 months to make that type of money. To this day, 5 years later, in April, made 5 years. 5 years later, my $40 still work for me today. I went from not knowing how to read the charts to being one of the top educators in the company for 8 months in a row. I'm the first female to create a strategy, and I named it the ECC 11 strategy. I named it after the Word of God because only the Word is going to last in the end. It has a 92 to 96% win ratio for the past 2 years. And also, I'm partners with Kevin with the London payout. So when I say that I can do it, you guys can do the same thing and do better. I've already made all the mistakes. And we're breaking ground on our land come this August. I thought I had the paperwork in here. And that everything is going to be paid for. If I had to find the plans, I'll show it. But we're breaking ground in August. We're having a senior citizen living facility based off of their income so that they have affordable housing. We're making a community also for the veterans, because my husband is a veteran, for them that need places to stay. We're building a community center for the kids to come after school so they can have a gym and stuff to play in. And also we're building our new church along with a new, I own a school and it's called Faith Christian Academy, but we're changing the name to Legacy Prep Academy, where we're going to be teaching them how to trade, and we're going to teach them how to be entrepreneurs and make money work for them. And guess what, guys? Everything is paid in full. It took me 4 years to get the amount of money I need in order to make a difference. So when I say that Forex will help you build legacies, you will be able to build legacies throughout this nation. And you can be just like Paul, practicing your trades daily so that you won't be a financial burden to anybody else. Now, the reason why Steve got you on this call is because he looked on your plate to make sure that you got more than enough. And that's the same thing that Dr. Jewel did and Lawrence Young did. They looked on my plate and I had nothing. I was about to lose everything. I was about to be on the streets. But because somebody saw fit not to just give me money, because I didn't want that. I had been there, done that, and that means that you had to rely on people. And now I'm the lender and not the borrower. I'm the head and not the tail. So guys, you have an awesome leader here. Don't hoard this to yourself. Go out and tell somebody else. Because somebody told you, you guys, I heard the testimony where somebody made $7,000, somebody made this. I got a text yesterday morning saying, thank you, Dr. Kathy, because of you, I just made my first withdrawal of $49,700. I have created 17 millionaires in the past 5 years, simply because of a red line crossing a blue line, and I got in for 10 pips. So when I first got started, I was like, God, you're going to have to dumb this thing down for me. I can't keep up with these kids. I need you to show me this. We make things complicated and we will overlook stuff. And, you know, we expect it to be complicated. Looking at it is intimidating enough. And that's the facade. That's the trick to get you to walk away. But if you sit there and look long enough, you'll see one line cross up over another line and you'll see green candles. I have 6-year-olds and 7-year-olds that's trading. The youngest kid that I had trading was, I think, 7 years old. And we were trading Bitcoin one Saturday. And the mama let him use her account. She told him to put in a 0.01. He put in $1. But he made $240 by accident. And I have an 83-year-old woman that's trading. Her name is Miss Rose. We even made a flyer for her saying, I'm 83 and I trade, ask me how. And she is so happy to make $300, $400, $500 a month. She's fine because it offsets her Social Security and her disability. So guys, you have a great opportunity during this space and opportunity. So many millionaires are created during this time of a pandemic, of this time of a crisis. The money didn't go nowhere. The money ain't went nowhere. It's still here. We're trading one economy for another economy. The money has not disappeared. The jobs have. And that saying that Warren Buffett gave about if you don't learn how to make money while you sleep, this is what the London payout is. I get up, I get on every night at 10:30. I give you an opportunity to make 900 pips. If your account is small, I tell you only do one. Only do one at a time. But people have taken that and they go to sleep and they wake up and they're in profit. We make it easier to where you can learn on your own time, but we make it easy so that you can make money while you're sleeping. You can go out and tell somebody about it the next morning. And I don't care if you made $1 last night while you were sleeping. You did not labor for it. And listen, nothing is 100%, right? If it was, we'll still be in the Garden of Eden. Nothing is 100%. And I wish we was there, but nothing is 100%. And the thing is, what I tell people all the time, if you lost it, if you lose any money, you know where you lost it at, and you know which direction it went. Get back in the market and go get it. Because according to Ecclesiastes 11:1, that's why I put it as the ECC 11 strategy to remind you that it is good to enter into foreign trade, whether you win or lose. It is still good to enter into foreign trade. So guys, I just want to encourage you on tonight to let you know that, you know, if I can do it, I know you guys, you have the opportunity to make millions, if not billions. Don't miss out on it. I want you to be the one that when your job call you back, you say, no, thank you. I'm good. You don't have to worry about health insurance and 401ks because now your house is backed by Forex. And so that makes you a Fortune 500 company. You make enough money to pay your hospital bills or get extra insurance. You make enough money to do stuff like that. Don't let them intimidate you to make you think that you need that job in order for you to have those medical benefits, because the same price that you paying at that job, you will pay that outside of your job. And you can't let life stop you. Last year, I was diagnosed with stage 3 cancer. And I pressed through it. I had surgery, but you didn't know it. I was on every night, every single night. And I was taking treatments and everything. I even stopped treatments because I was like, if this is my last go, I want to make sure that my name is well known throughout this world before I get out of here. And of course, I knew I wasn't getting out of here because I hadn't made my $1 billion yet. So I know if you write the vision and make it plain and you know that your vision is not complete, Satan will try to stop you. He will try to stop you from doing what you need to do, because I know that there's more people out there for me to reach. Just like, you know, Edwin and Chris, you know that there's more to it than where you're at, Roosevelt. You know that there's more to it, Walter, David. You know that you're supposed to be somewhere further along than where you are right now. And all the enemy will come and try to stop you, but don't you stop. You keep right on working. You keep right on working, and you keep right on doing what you're doing right now. You have the opportunity, and you got a great leader. And it's just like Moses, he out here, he's giving it, he's going to even be up at midnight. He should be taking a nap. It's 9:14. He should be taking a nap. But he's getting up at midnight to trade with you guys, to let you know that this work, he don't have to do that. A great leader does that. He's in the trenches with you. He leads by example. And sometimes in the way you can hold up his arm so that he don't get tired is to duplicate what he's doing. And duplicate it quickly. So, but that's what I just wanted to encourage you. That's what I wanted to talk to you about. ECC 11 gives you the alerts. Time you see the alerts, David, I can share it real quick. I'm gonna tell you how simple it is.
Take your time. If you want, Dr. Kathy, if you want, share your screen. Maybe show them how to access your channel, how to get your product. Let's let them show all of that. Take your time. We usually run to at least 10:30, 10:40, so you're good.
Okay, well, I have to get off before then because I gotta do London payout. But can y'all see my screen? You see go live?
Yeah.
Okay. So you'll go to go live. I'm on the Vibrata and I'm on the Forex channel. So let's see here. I think I was already logged in. Let me go back. People gonna think I'm trying to come on. Oh, wrong one. Okay, let me go here. Well, I do binary too, so in case y'all saw that. Okay, let's see. This is my back office. You will go over here. I have Pip Talk. Also, all you gotta do is look for my name and subscribe to Pip Talk. And we're on here. The Vibrata is on here as well. So you look for the Vibrata, London Payout, and join those. We send messages through there. Also over here, let me go back up. Home over here, we have Well, this is mine right here. You can go to the Go Live session, pull this up. I used to be in the top 5, but I took time off to get my health back together and everything, so I can get. I'm under the doctor's care, and this time I am completely through with chemo and everything, so I'll be good. And so I'm under the Forex channel. Of course, I have to log in, and then you go look for me on the Vibrata channel as well. If you go click on Vibrata, Forex Advanced channel, I'm usually on Tuesday mornings at 8:30 for the Breakfast Club is what I call it. The Breakfast Club is on the Tuesday morning. I used to be on every day of the week, but I took some time off. And then you can go back and go to the Vibrata channel. I come on at 3 o'clock at night over here and I do the ECC 11 strategy. I come on every Monday night at 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and 12 a.m. specific time, and we go over the strategies. Hopefully, usually when we're on by that time, either US 30, S&P 500, or any of the indices that I call have hit or activated by that time. So you can go here. Over here, you can pick. Let's see. Let me go back. And then you can access these channels. A lot of my recordings are gone, but you can pick any one of them and see and go back and listen to the recordings. I also have a YouTube channel where some are on there. And then let's see, the web analyzer. I mostly do, and I'm gonna show you how easy it is. This is for those that work a lot and don't have time. You can get an alert on the web analyzer. Something is missing up here. You just have my name up there. But anyway, you click on the Forex one. You scroll down. You go down here, look for strategy. Look for Dr. Kathy's ECC 11 strategy on the first one up there because it's the easiest strategy. Click on it, and then you go over here. Now, I normally don't do the 5-minute time frame. I mostly do the 15-minute. Right here where you see that it called EUR AUD, look at the time. It'll say 18 minutes, and we're only doing it on the 15-minute chart. If past that, then don't do it. It's a call for a buy. If you get in, time is called. If that red line is above the blue line on the 15-minute time frame, on the 5 and on the 1, you can get in it to where you have little to no drawdown. Or if you're busy and if you're at work, if you look at that entry price right here, the price that it's called at, subtract 10 pips from it or add 10 pips from it, and then it'll hit and close you out. That's just how simple ECC 11 is. It gives you the entry price. And if you get in within that time frame that is called on the 15 minutes, just say we were on the 1 hour. If it called it on the 1 hour, and if it's calling for buy, you know it's going to take about an hour or so for that to hit, but you can put your 10 pips in there, in which this was called at 1.64032. You'll go over here, and I'll send Scott a video too, to where you can put it out in the group. You place that anywhere, you go over here to settings, go to coordinates, type in 1.64032. Click OK. I don't know what happened to my line. Is this? Oh no, that's GBP USD. Wrong one. Okay, now go to settings. Type in 1.64032. Click OK. It'll tell you where it was called at. It was called for the buy. And also, as long as that red line is still above that blue line, you can get in for 10 pips. Then right here, it gives you the time that it was called. It was called at the local time was at 9 o'clock. UTC time was at 2. You go over here, get a vertical line. It'll show you what candle it was called on. And let's see, 2 o'clock. It was called right here on this candle, right here for the buy. And the red is above the blue, so you can get in for 10 pips. And that's it. That's ECC 11. And if you look at it, it already went up to here. So let's measure it and see how far up it went. From this time that it was called up until the top of that. Let me move it over because that was 16 pips. Let me move it over so y'all can see it. So from the time that it was called at the bottom of this yellow line up until that wick, that was 17 pips right there. 10 is always guaranteed on this strategy. And that's it. That's ECC 11 in a nutshell. This is why babies can do it. And if you want to go for more than 10, of course, you do your market analysis. You come over, you look to the left to find the previous high. You see where it was coming down? All it does is mirror the market. So where it came down over here, it has to go back up and fill this gap. And that's if you're going for more than 10 pips. But do know that you'll have pullbacks. And that's how I trade. I keep it as simple as possible because life is already complicated. There's no need of making your life any more complicated. We're trying to make money work for us and not for it. So, but Steve, that's all I got because I got about 40 minutes before I can mark up some charts to do the ECC 11. And you guys will have me back. I'd love to come back.
Oh, thank you so much. Real quick, Kathy, I don't know if you know how to make me host.
Let me see.
The 3 little letters or dots by my name. You should be able to just click it and make me host.
Okay.
But guys, real quick. So just to make sure we know, Kathy, and so I can let them know. Number 1, to access your calls, they got to have the vibrata, right? So
yes.
Access your teachings and stuff.
And for the London payout, you have to have that in order to access the signals that we give at night, where you set it, forget it, and wake up in profit. So, and the London payout is only a $10 add-on. I promise you, you'll make your money back.
So guys, and by the way, I mean, I took the other night a trade on gold, and it smacked it. Overnight, it's amazing. So guys, you got to add vibrata. It's about $20, but check it out. You get a bunch of strategies with it, including Dr. Kathy's strategy that you can study, and then automatically it's built into the scanner. On top of that, you add on the London payout. You're going to get a bunch of signals from Dr. Kathy, also Kevin Serrano. I heard there's somebody else maybe jumping on there. I don't know if you guys have announced that, but there's some trades coming out. And Dr. Kathy, here's a question. What are the times that you guys, because I think yours, I usually see them around 11 o'clock start coming in, right?
Yeah, that's when I start posting mine, at about 11 o'clock. And no, don't do a 10 pip stop loss. Use your previous low and your previous high because it depends on the spread and you can get stopped out a lot sooner. But yeah, I usually post mine. You'll start seeing mine within the next 45 minutes to an hour.
Hey, I like those guys, and she's doing a lot of indices. Well, hey guys, let's thank Dr. Kathy. Thank you for being with us again. We appreciate you. Guys, drop a 777 in the chat. I'll tell you, that's so much more.
I see Tommy.
Thank you for
Tommy had a whole watch party.
Oh yeah, no, we have a whole session in Canada that's watching you right now. You've impacted a lot. Well, hey, you've impacted me with your testimony. Thank you, and I look forward to growing the friendship, and just thank you so much for being with us. We really appreciate it.
Oh, anytime. Steve, you got my number. Call me anytime you need me. I'm there.
Oh, I appreciate it. All right.
Good night, guys.
You heard it from her. Guys, I mean, listen, what kind of stories are those? I mean, unbelievable. Started with $40 and took it so far, right? I mean, guys, I'll tell you, I was thinking, man, technical analysis training, but I think she gave us what we needed today. I believe some of you needed that breath of inspiration. And here's the beauty of what we do here. I want to bring you guys the best of the best because I want you to know in your platform, the platform that some of us have not opened in the last few days, there is the power that you just saw is in that platform. And I want you guys to get that vision, understand that. And I want you to understand that you could impact somebody's life the way that Dr. Kathy's life has been impacted and the way that she's been impacting others. Guys, she said 19 millionaires. 19. I don't know about y'all, but I'm gonna go study that EC11 tonight. I'm gonna go ahead and jump on that tonight. It's absolutely unbelievable. I've got the London payout. I'm waiting for them signals. The last signal I took, guys, hit take profit while I was sleeping. So it's absolutely unbelievable. So guys, let's get it. Let's go to that next level. Listen, I've never been more excited to be with you guys. I've never been more excited to be a part of this team. And I'm going to drop this on YouTube. It will not be a public video, okay? So let's not share this in public forums, but I will make it available to those that want it. And guys, listen, if you have people in your organization that were not here, let them know. Don't miss the next call, because you don't know, guys, how the call may impact them. All right. So guys, listen, I'm looking forward to getting on with you guys tonight at midnight and rocking it with you and going from there. So guys, have a blessed night. Blessings to all of you. And I'm excited to get to our future together. Let Kathy's story inspire you to keep going, to keep running, and to get to your goals and dreams. She bought land. She bought oil fields, the properties of oil fields. She became a multimillionaire, and she's produced 19 millionaires. Listen, the person that you refer to this platform may be even more blessed than you. Don't take that blessing from somebody else, because you don't know who you're going to bring on, and they're going to completely change their life and change the life of those around them. So guys, it's been incredible. It's been an honor. If you guys have gotten value from tonight's call, drop the number 500 in the chat for 500 lives impacted, 500 people blessed, going to that next level together. Let's get it. It's done. It's done. It's done. Anything you guys need, listen, I'm here. Your platform is there. Go pick an educator, become mentored by them. And my friends, I believe the best is yet to come for you. Blessings to all of you. And I look forward to seeing you all succeed as part of our winning community. Make sure that you guys are using Telegrams. As you guys are trading, drop your trading results in there. Drop your trading questions in Telegram. That's what it's for. And invite somebody to tomorrow's webinar at 8 p.m. Eastern. Have a great night.